Hello, welcome. DJ hours? A little bit, not too bad. It is a Friday night. It's not too bad. We're just doing some late night training. I haven't really been doing much on Maple recently, so I don't know. Just felt like farming some money. I hope I have all my gear set up correctly. Looks about right though. It's only 10 AM for you? Yeah, right now it's currently a little bit past 1 AM. So yeah, sort of degen, but it's a Friday night, it's alright. It's all good. I also just ate, so I don't want to sleep. I'm gonna get reflux. And right now I'm just looking out for some MVPs. See if I can get some extra EXP. Degen. Only a little bit. It's not too bad. Yet. But yeah, just gonna be training on my Xenon. It's getting pretty close to 266, but yeah, the EXP is gonna slow down quite a lot from here. Quite a bit slower, but I do want the money. I kind of want to finish all my Legion coupons for this week if I can. I think that'd be good. Get some decent EXP, or at the very least try to use the 3x coupons they give us from the event. Give us quite a lot. So that's quite nice. The only thing I'm missing right now is MVP, so yeah, if you guys are in Hyperion and you happen to see an MVP, just let me know, because I'm not really sure if there's going to be a train on. I know there's a guy in my guild who's training at the moment, but I'm not sure if he's doing a train. Maybe I'll just ask him. I don't know if he'll respond though. I'll just check, because he was he did the MVP not too long ago. Alright, he looks like he's doing his train. Late stream today? Yeah, quite late. Later than usual. I didn't stream earlier at my usual time today, because I went out. Had a lot of fun. And I got back like around dinner time, so I didn't really have time to stream. Alright, the next MVP is at 27, so I need to make sure I keep an eye out on that. But also, I want to make some more hexa gains, so I do need to get some more fragments. Can't have a life and play mushroom game. Maybe not, but I can try. Any progress on your 6 job skills? Yeah, so recently I was pushing my hexa stat. This is what it's at the moment, 326. But now I believe my hexa is going to be 20 fragments per try. And because it's 20 fragments per try, according to the Xenon Discord, I should be maxing other skills. So this is what it looks like at the moment. So it's just 7 on this one, and then 1 on most, 4 on this. I'm just following like the guide. So decent progress so far, I'd say. I just need to farm more fragments, start pushing some of the other skills, I believe now, because now my hexa stat's a little bit more expensive to roll. And yeah, we'll just do our best. I already did High Mountain as well, so unfortunately we'll not be able to get some easy fragments. That's already done. I actually did High Mountain pretty quick this week. It was surprisingly fast. Which is why I'm also at 65%. Yeah, pretty close to leveling up. Looking forward to trying to get to 270, 275. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of hoping to get another decent fam. I've done like maybe 2 or 3 unique fams over the last couple of days and didn't get anything. Nothing worthy of showing. But yeah, I'm really hoping for, honestly, one more large HP fam. That's something I'm really hoping for. I want my V healer solo to be comfortable, and I think having a second HP fam will make it a lot easier. Especially because I'm playing a class that I'm not super familiar with. Early morning training? I guess it just depends on how you see it. But yeah, for now though, we're just pushing some levels, farming some money. We have a good amount of money here. 6.3 bill. I also have a lot of bosses that I have not done, so maybe we'll see how I feel after maybe a couple coupons. Yeah, we'll just see how I feel, and then we can decide from there. Because I wouldn't mind doing some of my bossing mules. Anyway, when I say bossing mules, I mean my battle mage and my mechanic. The Gloom rematch? We can. I think I have a pretty good feeling about it. I think it's going to be pretty easy. I mean, in all fairness, I watched back the Gloom run. It's a little papega because the first death that I took, I realized I wasn't recording my run. So I tabbed out to start the recording. And when I tabbed out to start the recording, I died. So it was like Gloom knew. Hello, Tommy. Bedge time? What are you on about, Jack? Come on, man. It's prime time. I got my homie Bonkius doing a MVP train for Hyperion. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but hey, the guy's doing at least one more MVP. Pretty pog. But yeah, my Sea Gloom is going to be pretty free now, because I just know a thing or two about it. I also think that I'm gonna have a pretty easy time with most of the other bosses as well. My character's a lot stronger than I thought it was. I don't want to spoil too many things, but some stuff has happened over the last couple of days. It is a new month after all. A little bit of a spoiler. Only a little bit. I mean, I kind of alluded to it anyway in previous streams. Don't worry, that'll all be explained in the next part anyway. Yeah, this character, guys, you have no idea. Like, this character is way stronger than I thought it was going to be. Legitimately, like, I could not believe the damage of this class until about 2 days ago. I mean, honestly, when I did the tomato, like, what do you call it? What's the thing called? The tomato. I just placed my Soul Janus in the worst. Yeah, like I did the tomato Punch King thing, and what did my Xenon get? It got like 750. That was way higher than I think most of us expected. And I don't really know how to play my class. 750 seems kinda high for a 265 that's like not even got 4-set superior yet. Any thoughts on Lumi? I think the class is quite fun. I don't have a very strong opinion on it when it comes to late game, which is where a lot of people's concerns about the class is, but I think unless you're like 285, you're probably not going to notice it being like a weaker class like a lot of people say. I want to address that immediately. I know like Lumi has a bit of a bad reputation for being like kind of weak, but I think the class is like genuinely fine. I like the class. Just do keep in mind that for Lumi, you do have to kind of invest into two sort of annoying things for the class to feel really strong. The first one is like just buff duration in general. I feel like if you don't have very high buff duration, the class feels a little bit weaker. And there's also attack speed +1, which you need. Yeah. Yeah. I think without attack speed +1 and without a decent amount of buff duration, the class might feel a little bit underwhelming. But other than that, I think the class is perfectly fine. It's playable. Yeah, in the Punch King, I get 750. And I honestly didn't even pop that many things. I popped like guild skills, green, red, guild buff. I think that was it. Like, it was pretty much bare minimum. And I also don't really know how to play my class. Like, I'm still learning how to burst correctly. I don't know the actual culvert rotation. Like, I just pressed my buffs and then bursted like as if it was a boss. I don't know what I did was right or anything. And yeah, still got 750. This class, kinda strong, and I'm like, what, 44 mil combat power without my boss familiars? Boss familiars I try not to count into my combat power because boss damage is like super like, what is it? What's the word? Like it's overestimated in combat power, I feel. Yeah, pretty crazy though. This class is kind of strong. First time playing like first time playing sort of a meta class. And yeah, it's kind of showing. This class is a lot stronger than my Battle Mage was, that's for sure. With this sort of combat power, I was min clearing C10 on my Battle Mage. I think that on my Xenon, it's probably like a 15 to 20 minute run each boss, which is, that's crazy. That's like almost double the damage. How does it feel to be a meta player? It feels kind of nice. Like, it does feel nice getting the damage gains a little bit earlier, because then I can clear my bosses a bit earlier, right? It does feel kind of nice. Not too bad, not too bad. And I think it's sort of exciting that I'm playing a meta class and I don't really know what I'm doing, in a sense, because I haven't fully unlocked the potential of this class, which is kind of fun. That's definitely a part of the reason why I liked my Battle Mage, because it felt like at every single point I wasn't playing the class to its full potential. I'm getting better, but I still think that I'm definitely lacking on the class. And now that I'm playing a good class, it's kind of showing, because I feel like my damage is... It feels low based off of what I think it should do. And it's definitely like a skill thing. Like, I just need to be better at my class. We'll get there eventually, though. Can't expect to play a class perfectly. Yo, hello, Ryan. At least I think that's Ryan. My bad if it's not. Rue. Man. There's a name I haven't seen in a hot minute. Yes, it is. W. I remember names here and there. How you doing, man? Hope everyone's doing well. Sounds like it's like pretty early morning for a lot of you guys. Well, probably like early morning for the US guys, I guess. Basically, you need to get good. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I'm implying. Like, I think my character's like pretty strong. I just need to not die out. Like, honestly, it's a little embarrassing that I died out of Sea Gloom. Yeah. But it is what it is. Hello, JH. The only thing I want better on Xenon is a better up jump. Yeah, a better up jump would be nice. I think a better up jump and a horizontal dash would be like top of the list for QOL for me. Other than that though, I think the class is quite good. I like the flash jump. I like the dash. The dash isn't like super amazing, but it's decent. It's 10:30, just got done with work. Wow. It's pretty early. Alright, MVP in 2 minutes, guys. MVP in 2 minutes. Get a free little bit of EXP from Mr. Bonkius. Just keep an eye out on the time. I'll just clear these mobs, loot, and let's move our way there. What channel is it on? 15. Am I already on 15? Why is it so slow? Wow, I was already on 15. That's whack. It's gotta be 15, right? There's no way that there's a bunch of people here. Yo, this is the laggiest I've actually ever seen Hyperion. All the people are waking up. 5:30 in Norway, how you doing? I'm doing well, thank you very much, E-Major. Any masks so far? Not this session, but I do have a decent amount. I have 4 of the orange ones that are definitely purple. And yeah, I have 10 of these slime ones. Decent amount. Decent amount of masks, cannot complain. Feels like Kronos? A little bit. Actually, no, Kronos would have like half the frame rate of this. Oh, okay, that was the last MVP. Unlucky. Oh, thanks, JH, but come on, man. Yo, somebody's at my seagulls. And then they left. Guys CCing for burning. Kinda crazy. When you try to do Ursus and you lag through the whole fight, yeah, it's like that sometimes. Did you try Hard Will yet? Not yet. I might try that tomorrow because we have a DMT tomorrow. So I might as well get those gains before I try. May as well. I am not in a rush to try to min clear. Like I don't really care for min clearing on my Xenon. I kind of just want to play like as relaxed as possible. My battle mage was a little bit different, but this character is like got so lucky on the previous Star Forcing event. I don't think there's a point in me trying to min clear or anything like that. I might as well just go for a comfy 20-minute run. That should be decently doable. I just need to play P1 and 2 well, and P3 I think should be the easiest one to do. Is it DMT tomorrow? Oh, sorry, not tomorrow. The following week. I think for this week I might trade, but we'll see. DMT is the following week. Yeah, my bad, guys. For a second there, after I said that, I kind of got excited. I was like, wow, I have so much money for DMT. Maybe my mechanic can get something. How funny am I? Feeding my mules? No way. They don't deserve it. You just boomed your Arcane weapon 17 to 18 first tap? I don't know about... I feel like if you didn't have a spare, probably not the best idea to tap that past 17. I feel like Arcane weapon past 17 isn't always worth it. First DMT's accessories? Yeah, it's to... it's not tomorrow, it's in 1 week. Next Saturday, we'll have a DMT for accessories. What's the next upgrade plan for your Xenon? So the problem with this is that I don't know when the next Star Forcing events are. I would really like a schedule on Star Forcing events. That'd be ideal. If we had an indication of a 30% or a 5, 10, 15, I would like to prep for it. Right now I'm just kind of saving my money for kind of no reason. Or at least, maybe not no reason, but like no proper purpose, because the DMT is not going to take that much money. It's probably going to take like, let's say like 3 bill to tier everything up that I want, and then like maybe another 2 bill to roll for 1.5 lines of all stat. That's probably my goal, right? And I already have 6.5 bill, and I haven't even finished my weeklies. So I am definitely way over prepared for it. Yeah, I'm already way over prepared. So I'm in a weird spot that I'm not really sure what to do. I kind of want to make gains, but I don't really like the idea of tapping off event. I think if I was to tap anything off event, it's going to be my damn shoulders that I would like to replace. But I get the feeling that 6 bill at the moment that I have is probably not going to cut it to try to get to 21 unless I get really lucky. I'm not really one to off event things anyway if I can help it. So yeah, it's kind of in a weird spot right now. Maybe the best decision for me actually probably to invest in some bossing mules, like genuinely, because there's like a downtime right now. It's probably not a bad idea for me to give some damage to my Lin and my marksman, perhaps. Something like that. I'm not so sure. October 6th. That is really long for a 5, 10, 15. Did you set up 6 bossing mules? I was the guy who wrote the guide. Of course I had to. I gotta do it. Okay, maybe it'd be disingenuous to say I wrote the guide, but I wrote a guide. I wrote a guide. I did 10? So I had my mechanic and my battle mage already set up as like proper characters sort of at the time, and I think I chose another 10 to do. So I have a decent amount of characters that can just be geared up. The main issue though is the nodes. Like I don't really want to play on characters that require me to spend money, and my node situation right now is definitely, I'm trying to push everything on my Xenon first to max before I share my nodes onto my mules. I mean, I don't really care too much about the money at the moment. I'm pretty happy just making like small incremental gains, 20 to 30 bill per Star Forcing event. That's probably fine. Like I don't really need 50 to 60 bill. I don't even have spares to work with that. Yeah, and I have a bunch of them to do on Kronos anyway, so I can probably spend some time doing that. Hello Matthew, welcome. Early stream today? Yeah. Or late stream for me at the moment. Why are you up? It's a Friday night. I ate not too long ago as well. I don't want to get reflux, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna chill, enjoy the company of chat, and yeah, just do my thing. Push this Xenon slowly but surely. Next Shining Star Force is in December. I don't think I'm gonna wait until December. I feel like that's just way too long, and I kind of want to make gains in between. I want to make sure that like I can feel like I'm making progress. I don't like the idea of just like waiting and then be tempted to off event because I'm waiting for so long. What time is it for me? Yeah, it's about 1:30 in the morning. It's okay. Friday night or Saturday morning. It's all good. I hope that there's a 30% sometime in the next cycle, because we don't have any Star Forcing events for the rest of this cycle. This cycle is like a whole month. Whole month is a long time. Long time. Let's use this, and this. How rare arcane boxes? They're decently rare. You can easily go, like, my battle mage didn't see a drop until I started doing black mage, which was like 8 months or something. I didn't see a single arcane box. I bought all of my arcanes. Yeah. Good old droplets. Good old droplets. Very expensive. Nah, it's okay. I mean, like, it's just one of those things where ideally you shouldn't have, but it's not gonna. I doubt that it's gonna make or break anything. The fake one is fine. And worst case, you could just buy a new one, I suppose. Who knows? Maybe you get lucky as well. Like I got pretty lucky on this Xenon. Bounced out the bit of a low roll on my battle mage. I actually got another weapon this week. I have I've seen 3 weapon boxes, which is kind of nuts, considering how you really only need one. Alright guys, place your bets. You guys reckon I'm gonna forget about my Legion wealth in about 20 minutes? Buy a shot and you boomed at 15 to 16? I don't know about that one. I think with Arcanes you should absolutely safeguard it every single time. Every single time. Arcanes are too precious. Let's see. Speaking of precious, I need another 170 Golix coins. It's just a countdown for me, guys. I cannot wait for that sup ring. I want that sup ring more than anything else right now. We won't remind you until 5 minutes after it expires. Yeah, I can trust you guys to do that. You guys are definitely more likely to remind me after the fact. Just like how my mod reminded me that Mechanic has a teleport after spending so long in Damien's suffering. It is what it is. Such a good lesson for you? It's okay. Happens. I've definitely boomed my things in the past and re-rolled things that I shouldn't have. It's all good. You'll get it back eventually. Just pop it now, no need to think. Yo, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to farm some money. At this rate, I'm gonna end up with like 50 bill by the next Star Forcing event, which is kind of crazy to think about, but let's see what happens. Got a continuous 4 and a raw 4 on your bishop. Yes, yo, congrats. Do you have a weapon jump 4 yet? You almost have the full collection. A weapon jump 4 on a bishop though is like chef's kiss. Almost there. That's the only one you're missing? I hope you get it soon, man. Bishop with a weapon jump 4 is like... that's something else, man. It is really something else. The benediction with a weapon jump 4, man, your teammates and your party members will feel it. You're gonna go full Arcane character or stay Abso? We'll see. I think I'm just gonna push my Arcane glove to 19, and then my Absos will stay 21. Though I kind of griefed my Abso shoulder, so I might make a new shoulder. I don't want to make more Arcanes though. I don't want to buy more Arcanes. I think I would rather keep the droplets in case I make other characters and stuff like that. I feel like because my Xenon already has its Arcane glove. And then I have a spare already that I got from a armor box. So I think I bought the first glove. And then I have a spare one from an armor box. I don't want to spend more droplets if I can help it. Because if I end up playing another character, so say I make a 3rd main or something like that, right? Or I decide to push my mechanic, I kinda don't want to be in the spot where I have to buy droplets. I have enough droplets probably to buy one more armor piece. And that's like ideally for my mechanic. Ideally. Because I think after I'm done with this Xenon, I'm coming back to the mechanic. That's my plan. When you liberate, would you have to go Arcanes because the Genesis weapon won't count towards Arcane because you only have gloves? Yeah, then that point, then I can transition over into Arcanes, but I don't have to worry about liberation for another 8 months. And by that time, there's a good chance that my Xenon has cleared the bosses enough times to have like a couple spares of each of them. I don't plan on pushing any Arcanes on any of my characters past 19. Because that's where I'm pretty happy leaving them. Like, they're strong enough to contribute to every single boss that I care about. I don't really care for pushing to like Carlos or anything like that. I'm very much a make multiple characters sort of guy, and I don't really care about focusing into like getting eternal gear like that. And if I really wanted to play a character and push it into the into the Eternals and stuff like that, I'd probably work on my Cannon Master, which just makes more sense. My Cannon Master's done with everything, so all of its funds can go into Eternals. Eternals are so damn expensive as well, so yeah, that's my thought process. But yeah, it won't give me a set bonus going into Arcane, so I would eventually want to switch back into full Arcanes for sure. You got a Raw 4 and Weapon Jump 4 within a week of each other? That's crazy. Man, my Xenon, if it could get a Raw 4, that'd be the dream. I was kind of close though. It's kind of close. I'm kind of begging for a Raw 4, sorry, not Raw 4, Weapon Jump 4, my Cannon Master though. That boy needs a Weapon Jump 4. Cannon Master does not feel like a full complete class without 2 proper rings to swap to, that's for sure. You got 3 items to 21 this week, so you take it? Hey, congrats. Did you do that on event or off event? 2 event, 1 off? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it sounds like you're at that point where you're not too fussed about doing things on event and stuff. For me, I just, like, I could technically just off event whenever as well. Because I'm not too fussed about my gains, but... yeah. Try and make it a good habit to save. Will Moshon come to GMS? I think it'd be pretty hype if it does. I don't know if it will though. I mean, how would I know anyway? Hopefully somebody takes over the MVP train. That'd be awesome. I think Mr. Bonkius is going to go to bed after this one. It is getting quite late for him anyway. Class looks cool. Yeah, it does. I like the aesthetic of it. After seeing it a little bit more, I think it'd be pretty cool to play. Wouldn't be against trying to play Moshwan. I wouldn't try to like be #1 of it or anything like that, but it does look like a pretty fun class. Maybe when it comes out, I might consider trying to push it to like Black Mage level, considering. Does look pretty neat. Looks super hard to play. I mean, I'm always down for a challenge that doesn't require me to break my fingers. Like Cadena or Blaster. Does Xenon Burst feel better after 6? It felt clunky at 5th. It's just as bad. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still kind of waiting for your laser to charge. and until your lasers charge, you can't really do much about it. It is clunky, but the damage is pretty rewarding, so I think you can just take the L on that one. You have to just accept that the burst is kind of disjointed, but you get rewarded with some pretty strong bursts, so can't have all of them. Evan arc when? Would people be interested in watching me play Evan? I feel like you guys are just signing up for me to grief. I feel like most players anyway just want to see me to run it down anyways. All's kind of. What's new? What is new? Want to see Moshuan? Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll find out probably soon because the remaster was pretty recent. There's a chance that we get it on our next major update. There's always a chance. Price for Evan. Price. I don't know. How long is it going to take me to live in Evan? We'll have to do monthly installments if we want to do something like that. I'm scared to set a price on anything because I don't want to attach myself to anything. Don't want to commit to anything. Evan does look like a pretty cool class though, I won't deny that. The graphics, the graphic effects? Oh, skill effects, they look pretty good. Evan account from scratch. If I really wanted to, I probably could have just made a new account and done it from scratch, but it's so inconvenient. I've done it in the past. It's genuinely one of the most inconvenient things I've ever done, playing on 2 accounts at the same time. Evan full opacity challenge. Yeah, I think the one thing that is kind of hard is the part where I actually have to do Arcane River dailies. I think out of everything that I have to do for a new character, the Arcane River dailies has got to be one of the main reasons why I don't want to make new classes. I think I would rather just stick with one character at a time. I can't do Arcane River dailies on multiple characters. I can barely do... I only do my Xenon's dailies right now. Like, I haven't touched my Cannon Master in a hot minute. So the fragment situation on my Cannon Master is a little bit grim, I'm not gonna lie. But it's only because like I'm kind of enjoying my Xenon at the moment. Yeah. Again, I mean my Cannon Master is just something on the side for me anyway, so I'm not fussing about it too much. Forget the person's name, but we were talking about having a donation perk to tap a gear, someone said name a price. Exactly. That is the sort of behavior that like I am scared to enable. Look, at the end of the day, if I say something like, look, if I say $10 for a tap, I can 100% see my gear disappearing within an hour. Like somebody could be like an oil prince by accident, and then just like full send into my gear and it's just gone within like an hour. Right, I'm too scared to do that, so I can't say anything low. But at the same time, I'm also not going to say anything high because I get scared. Because what if somebody actually does do it? Because I'd set like a silly price just to be funny. Like, look, if I say like $100 for a tap, somebody's gonna, one of these days, somebody's gonna do it and it's gonna ruin my day. I can't do that. That's how you should play. It feels like Jones, that you're not enjoying yourself. Yeah, that's why I'm chilling. Right. The main thing that I don't really like is Arcane River dailies, because it's just like I'd rather do this. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but I'd rather do this. I could buy a vac pet or I can grief streamer, dude. There will be people who choose option B. everybody has a price. Like, look, if I set the price at $1, there's a 100% chance all my gear's gone. Every class is a summon class after 6? Yeah. Like, I'm not playing that character anymore. Look, if I put it as $1, my Blaze Wizard's gear is like gone within like 10 minutes. 100%, I already know that. I think even at $10, it'd be gone within an hour. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to like take people's money, so like I don't want to name a price because that just sounds like I'm griefing myself. But at the same time, it does sound like pretty fun content. My only issue now, though, with my Kronos characters is that I don't actually have any money on them. I need to do some weeklies to get some money. You got a Rune Force Shield and normal Damien? Yeah, there's a small chance to get it. I've gotten a Rune Force Shield and Damien, I think, on my Phantom in Kronos. At least I'm pretty sure it was normal Damien. There's no way I was doing hard Damien on that character. Don't think that character's strong enough for that. Not about the money, it's about sending a message. Saying the message that they would rather spend money to grief a streamer. That's crazy. Speaking of sending money though, I need to fix my text-to-speech. For some reason, I can hear it in my ears, but like it doesn't play. So I don't know. I need to set up the text-to-speech. First time seeing your stream at night? Yeah, usually I'm not up at this time. At least not up streaming, but yeah. I do sometimes stay up this late playing other games though. Got your set up so late. I mean, it's Friday night. I ate not too long ago, so you know, don't want to get reflux. And I just felt like grinding. I haven't really played too much MapleStory in the last couple of days compared to usual. Like outside of my streams, like I try to keep my streams a bit more regular, but that's just me. Like, I don't really feel like I'm playing MapleStory. I feel like I'm just like kind of there sometimes. Or right now, especially because we have just finished the event. I feel like I'm not really doing much. I don't know, I just felt like farming some seagulls. I don't know how to explain it. Making a new main, I'm down between Phantom, Thunderbreaker, Wild Hunter, or Pathfinder. Any suggestions? Well, given that you've listed those, I think the for fun option is probably not going to be an issue. You probably have a good idea that these classes you will enjoy. I typically would recommend classes that have better mobbing. And out of all of those, I want to say either Wild Hunter or Pathfinder has the better mobbing. I definitely rate good mobbing higher than not. Like, I find it hard to recommend Phantom. Because as good as I think that class is, it does have, like, kind of bad mobbing. And that ruined the class for me, unfortunately. I would probably personally pick between Wild Hunter and Pathfinder. If you want the safest choice out of those two, probably Pathfinder, because at the end of the day, if you really don't like the class, you can always job change it to either a Bowmaster or a Marksman. But I think Pathfinder's pretty good. If my Battle Mage was originally an Explorer, I would not be surprised if I was playing Pathfinder as a second Hyperburning. Plus is cool. It's either Midnight Run to Macca's HP with the boys or grind late. You know, you're not fully wrong. What I ate like earlier that's keeping me up was actually McDonald's, so it adds up. Job changes are kind of pointless. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if they're new to the game, so having the option of like being able to swap to the other archers is probably fine. Chances are, if you're job changing your class anyway, you're probably doing it before 6th job. But yeah, for the most part, most players wouldn't job change because of 6th job. But hey, you know, it can still happen before 6th job. It's mostly because they're saying that they're a new player, so it's good to know what your options are. You even lose Soul Janus? Yeah, that one is actually so sad. You'd think that the common skills would get kept. Like, surely they updated so then your Soul Janus, what else? Your Hexa stats would stay the same or something, but nah, you just get nothing. It's all gone. Gotta head out, pick up folks from the airport. Have a good day. Alright, thank you, Matt. Hopefully you have a good time. Take care, drive safe. Okay, let's finish up this, and we'll see what we can do. See first if we end up getting a new MVP. There's always a chance that somebody like carries on the train. And I think if the train carries on, I might consider training some more. I'm honestly almost done with my Legion wealths. Pretty close to done with Legion wealths. And do have a decent amount of seagulls. I might be able to go for a unique or maybe some epics. I'm kind of leaning towards making some more epics just so that I can actually train them. Yeah, not so sure. I'm not too fussed about it either way. How's your mask drop rate? I think it's we're getting there. I've seen 5 so far. I feel like, is it me or is like this one dropping a lot more than the other one? This slime mask felt like it was pretty slow, but I've seen a lot of these ones today. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting lucky on like the new ones, but like the old ones felt like pretty slow. The slime mask felt pretty slow. Whereas this one, I feel like I've seen a lot more frequently, but it could just be like random RNG anyway. That being said though, I don't think I've seen a mask since I started my stream. Okay, that's the MVP gone. I get the feeling we're not going to get another one anytime soon, so that's all good. Good wealth and you only got 2? Yeah. That's about the rate that the others have told me. Like my chat have told me that they've got similar rates from training. So that sounds about right. Adds up. You got like 2 or 3 since you hopped in the stream? Oh really? I wasn't really paying attention. I'm honestly more excited about my frags, more than that, more than the masks. This one's like kind of whatever. The other slime, the slime mask is much better. I was told that the drop rate isn't affected by your stat drop rate. I mean, I'd believe it. Ooh, somebody in my guild's gonna be doing a train soon. 15 minutes. They're not affected by drop rate. I mean, at this point, I'd believe anything anyway. What do the masks do? The current one that's being dropped gives you Soul Erda. The previous one gives you... what was it? The EXP coupons? And I think the Monday ones give you growth potions or something like that. I don't know. It's something... They're pretty strong. Give you a lot of stuff. Capped on energy all the time. Yeah. You only really get gated by the energy if you're full sending something. I know like the people who saved for Soul Janus, they got capped on their energy. I know like when the second mastery came out, like a similar thing probably happened for those who had too many fragments. I mean, it's a rare problem to have. Usually if you're capped by energy, you kind of just accept it. Fragments are definitely usually the thing that's causing people to get stuck though. Monday, Tuesday, stream growth bots. Wednesday, Thursday, XP coupons. I see. Maple, your main hobby outside of work? I'd say my main hobby is actually like streaming / making videos, as opposed to playing Maple. I feel like I could, if I found a game that I enjoyed as much as I'm currently enjoying MapleStory, I'd probably play it and make videos of it. I do like content creation, and I do enjoy streaming. I think I'd say that's my main hobby, as opposed to playing MapleStory. But I do play a lot of other games too. I've actually been enjoying playing a bit of Overwatch 2 recently. I'm not very good at it, just saying, but it's been kind of fun. Recently I played, like, yeah, Overwatch. I played Counter-Strike 2 for the first time in, like, oh, well, Counter-Strike 2 for the first time, but, like, Counter-Strike in general for the first time in, like, a decade. That was so whack. And I'm so bad at that game, it's crazy how bad my aim is. Also play Dota 2 very frequently. I do like that game. Any Elden Ring? No. I haven't actually played any of those sorts of, like... What's the genre called of Elden Ring? I forget. But I haven't touched any of those sorts of games before. I've never played that genre. Does look like fun, but it's not something I've touched before. Hello, Toast. Welcome. Souls-like? Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one it was, but yeah. I haven't played any Souls-like game before. I think typically I enjoy playing multiplayer games. I typically like playing multiplayer games. But ironically speaking, like, I'm playing MapleStory, which really doesn't feel like a multiplayer game. It's more of a single-player game that you see other players in. Saying serious with FPS, his aim is terrible. Yeah, my aim is terrible, but I still enjoy aspects of the game. I think the thing about Overwatch is that when I play, like, the unranked games, you know, you don't have that much commitment into the game, and it's sort of fun just, like, kind of goofing around, playing all sorts of different characters. It's very different, because I used to play Team Fortress 2 back in the day, when I was younger. And, you know, that game only had, like, the 9 original classes. And Overwatch is, like, an expanded version of that, and it's pretty cool, in my opinion. It's a lot of fun. Dota 2, Counter-Strike 2, it says a lot there, very OG, yeah. I feel kind of old saying that, but yeah. Just playing Counter-Strike for the first time, though, was an experience, because I was playing with a bunch of mates that all of us have not touched a game in, like, 10 years. Like, genuinely have not touched a game in 10 years. And, yeah, we all got thoroughly demolished. And we were like, how good are the enemy team? And I just straight up told my friends, guys, we haven't played this in 10 years. There's a 99% chance that all of us are literally bottom rank. Like, literally Silver 1. And they only look like gods to us because they've been playing recently. And we haven't played in 10 years. And sure enough, we were all Silver 1. All 5 of us. Silver 1 at the bottom of the rankings. Getting destroyed by Silver 2 and Silver 3 players. Not my proudest moment in Counter-Strike, but it is what it is when you haven't played in like 10 years. You just don't have the mechanical aim anymore. And it's completely different from like games like Overwatch as well, where your aim matters a little bit less. Because you respawn, you have healing and all that sort of stuff, right? It's a very different game. Because we definitely have been playing a lot more Overwatch recently. But yeah, this is completely different from Counter-Strike, right? Counter-Strike, you whiff a shot, you're probably dead. Well, Dark Souls 3 gave up after the tutorial boss. You know what? That's okay. I can respect that. Also, there was an MVP about 2 minutes ago that I wasn't paying attention to. Whoopsies. Thank you, my #1 fan. Hey, I believed in your CFE, Swan. Next up, belt. Next up is the belt. 1 more to go. And then it's a heart waiting room. Guys, give Swan a congratulations for hitting 22 on their CFE. Pretty exciting. Just 1 more to go, just the belt. Are you strong enough for Extreme Lotus? Probably, right? Extreme Lotus. How exciting. Scatter says you can solo. Damn. Kind of crazy. Crazy strong. Crazy strong. Because you get the new heart. That can be 22, right? These Gox coins get affected by drop rate too? I believe so. I think it's like a range of coins that you can get. It's like between 25 and 30. And the higher drop rate probably increases the amount of coins. It's better than Black Heart at 21. Ooh, interesting. Let's be real though. If you're doing Extreme Lotus, chances are you have like 100 Black Hearts anyway. Unless you've been like popping them off like back to back to back for whatever reasons you might have. I'm sure there's probably a bunch of people who have used a bunch of Black Hearts to push content. I think I'm gonna make a bunch of epics here. Just make some epics so I can level them up. Probably not the best use of fam cards, but it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, if you've been progging, then you've probably been spamming Black Hearts anyway. Especially if you're doing like, I can imagine people trying Extreme Carlos, hard Carling, like that sort of stuff. You're gonna need the Black Hearts. I think they mean that at 21 you don't need to worry about Black Heart anymore, but I think chances are you're probably trying to push 22 anyway. There's no way. Am I actually done? Do I just give up on this? Am I done with my seagulls? Guys. Guys. I'm just trying to tear up my fams. Is there even a point anymore? Like, I have 3 boss fams. I know, I mean, they're like 20, 20, 30, but who cares? I wasn't even... You know what? It is what it is. I actually need to farm for large healing fams. I've only seen one. Like, I've got... That is crazy. I actually hit a 3rd bossing fam. That is so cooked. Unbelievable. Only one. Oh, I'm just saying. I've only seen one large HP fam. It's not even a party one. Kinda Papega. I mean... That's actually so crazy to me that I hit a 3rd boss fam. It's the seagulls, guys. It's the seagulls. It's not me getting lucky. It's because I believed in my seagulls and they came to me. These guys came to me. That is so messed up. It's kind of unbelievable that just happened. The first one was really funny, but the second and third one is just like, what is going on? This was funny to me. These two, I'm just getting flamed. This has got to be a case of the mules don't struggle, right? It's so lucky, for real. Actually unbelievable that I have 3. I should probably still stick, like, real talk though, I should actually still stick with the fams for now, because I do actually need the healing fams, like genuinely do need the healing fams. So I should probably still train these. It's a case of I don't struggle. Oh, that's crazy. Hyperion Seagulls exclusive. Hello, Penda. Welcome. That's crazy. Large drop 3 boss fams? I don't know what to say. Actually, kinda insane. try Sea Gloom. I probably should. But I'm kind of lazy right now, to be honest. Don't really want to use my brain. Why use my brain when I can farm another 7 of these coupons? I think somebody in my guild is going to start an MVP train soon anyway. I wouldn't mind doing some training. Let's grab some more of those VIP ones. It's always on stream as well. It's always on stream. I haven't done... I didn't do a stream earlier today. Maybe I should have. It's gotta be the streamer client. I only hit when I stream. That's for sure. I only hit when I stream. I've opened a fair amount of uniques and epics off camera. Yeah, just doing my dailies and coupons and stuff like that. But hey, maybe this is the tech. Maybe we gotta just stream more. Never roll fams off stream. It's so funny because before that fam, I actually saved up like I want to say almost 1,000 fams worth. 1,000. I just opened a bunch of unique fams. I had like 5 or 6 of them. Maybe the exaggeration. Probably 4 or 5 at best. I just opened all garbage. All garbage. It's just like, you know, 3 decks, 5 luck, jump. Could have opened all of them on stream. Maybe I would have gotten 5 boss fams because apparently that's how it's working right now. Just gotta do everything on stream. Think you should transpose a second monocle as a punishment? Ain't no way. Every bit of my dineros, they're all going into my monocles. No more transposing. I'm done with you. What did I hit? I hit my 3rd boss fam. Just now. 20% boss. I had to like... my head like just flicked backwards. Like, that didn't just happen. You got a second pack mark? No. I'm saying like, I'd need a second pack mark. Not like you'd struggle. Actually, low-key the original monocle was actually low-key a struggle. It did take me like 2.5 weeks to do, which is... It's getting towards the sad times. I think like if it takes you more than 3 weeks to transpose, it's pretty sad. I was getting pretty depressed transposing because it feels bad spending all that coin. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna wait out a little bit because I believe my guildie is doing a train soon. I believe. First off though, I need to go bother my guildmates by putting this screenshot in. There's about a 25% chance I get kicked out of the guild for doing that, but it is what it is. %70 boss. Yeah, it's not bad. Doesn't need guild skills. How do we get YouTube to find him for streaming? That's crazy. Created Hyperion mule to defame? Oh, yo. That's kind of next level. Well, feels pretty good to not worry about my boss fams anymore. Now we're just looking for healing fams. And if I happen upon better boss fams, then yeah, it is what it is. Alright. Let's go have some fun. Just gonna chill here and farm my birds. I'm telling you guys, it's the seagulls. You guys gotta just do my seagulls. Show me the fam, I don't believe. I mean, you can just scroll back in the stream. I don't need to show anything, right, guys? Anyway, why would my chat take an opportunity not to flame me? Like, there's zero chance you don't believe chat. Oz buff, that is rare. Yeah, Oz buff is actually pretty easy on Hyperion. Not many people do it. It's quite nice of him to do Oz buff and share it. Why run Oz? I mean, Oz is kind of fun. I think genuinely Oz as the content. The content's kind of fun if you enjoy that sort of stuff. I actually kind of enjoyed it when I started getting fast at Oz. And once I started clearing floor 50, I think that the concept of Oz is really nice, but yeah, they really shouldn't have removed the rings from that. They should have added it to the bosses but kept it in Oz, so then the people who wanted to grind Oz could still grind. And also, genuinely, like, I enjoyed getting the atmospheric MVPs. It really isn't that difficult to get floor 50 with a bit of practice. And yeah, I had a lot of fun just learning Oz and speedrunning it. The only ring you can get from Oz now is the Tower Boost ring, and that just gives you more Oz points, right? But yeah, you can't get anything else from it anymore. What's your meso rate here? I get like 600 to 650 an hour, roughly. 600 to 650 an hour. Probably closer to 600 if I'm like not full sweating. But I don't like sweating when I train anyway. I kind of just jump around, pick up money as I go. Pick up some seagull cards and call it a day. Oh, I'm on my boss fams. Oops. They got rid of Oz rings in general, because what ended up happening in KMS was that there was two things that were going on. The first one was like some exploits where people like speed ran Oz super quick and basically just flooded the market with like proper rings, right? Because there was a bunch of people exploiting it. And then on top of that, there was an issue with people buying service for Oz. So people would pay others to run Oz for them. And next time I was like, yeah, nah, we're not gonna bother making a proper fix. We're just gonna remove the incentive to do Oz, and they just move the Oz rings onto bosses. Which is like really good for the general population, I guess, because I think most players would probably never touch Oz if given the choice. But at the same time, it does take away a dedicated grinding method to get Oz rings. I think that this game would be really nice if we could do Oz and still get proper rings. Like, if you can do Oz and then still get your continuous rings, your roars, your weapon jumps. Because some people are at the stage where that's all they need. Like, that's what my Cannon Master is. Like, I need a weapon jump 4, and all I can do is hope for ring boxes that I might not ever get. And then from the ring boxes, I just gotta hope for the best as well. Yeah. Then people just buy bossing service. I mean, they're trying to cut down on it. But, yeah. It's a bit of a lazy fix to try to cut down on this sort of stuff. I mean, KMS actually has more recently made it a thing where, like, you can't VPN into KMS. That's how, what do you call it? That's how Steve and Kobe got banned, no? I think they got banned because they were VPNing into KMS externally. And typically, if you're playing in the Korean MapleStory server, you're probably a Korean player, so to stop service selling, which is typically outsourced, they just did a blanket ban on anyone who used a VPN. I don't know what happened with Kobe and Steve afterwards, but my understanding is that they have like a special exception on one of their characters or something where they're allowed to log in externally. They're not like IP blocked or something. Otherwise they'd have to use a VPN, right? But yeah, it seems like it's an exception. They proved that they are like the owners of the account or something like that. I forget what Kobe said. I remember watching the video a little while back. I'm glad that they can access their accounts though. Yeah. They aren't allowed to use VPN anymore. Yeah. So as long as they don't use a VPN, they'll be alright. And it sounds like they have an exception because they like they've proved that they are the legitimate owners of the account in some fashion. And they've been approved some kind of exception, which is really nice, but only for one account / character. I forget what exactly it was. I don't want to spread misinformation, so I won't like. Just take everything with a grain of salt. This is just like my understanding of it. Yeah, because typically if, from like the Nexon perspective, if you're logging into Korean MapleStory overseas or like through a VPN, you're obviously not in Korea, right? And they just wanted to make sure that only Koreans are using their service. Which kind of sucks, actually. It's this new change in policy actually low-key griefs anyone who's traveling. If like a Korean guy is like traveling overseas, he can't play MapleStory overseas. Which, I mean, guess you usually wouldn't want to like play MapleStory on a vacation, but you know, there's always downtime and whatnot. But yeah, typically you're not going to log into MapleStory overseas as a Korean player, unless in this case there was service provided. Yeah, the region lock is like kind of annoying, but from their perspective sort of makes sense. They just, yeah. It's just unfortunate, like, there are definitely players who are legitimate owners of the account that can't play overseas. But I think, though, they can probably send a ticket to Nexon, because I believe it's a 15-day ban. For whatever reason, Steve got banned permanently, but it's only meant to be a temporary ban. To be like, hey, you can't do this. And I think if you can prove that you're the owner of it, like, it's probably okay. But they'll probably just tell you not to use a VPN or something. How many boss fams do you have? And do you push unique fams or just opening epics? So I'll answer the second part first. If I'm pushing for boss fams, I'm definitely pushing unique. If you happen to hit on epic, then great. But on average, you'll be having better luck on unique. I have 3 boss fams. I already had 2, like from about a week ago. And I literally hit my 3rd boss fam about 5-10 minutes ago. Do you recommend buying an Arcane weapon or wait for a drop? It won't drop for you. I think a good time to buy the weapon is when you have your Arcane glove. If you have an Arcane glove and you can afford to buy the weapon from, say, the Will shop, I recommend buying a weapon from Will shop. Like, typically buying it with lucid droplets is a bad idea. If you can afford to buy the weapon and you can have 2 set, that's good. The 2 set bonus makes it a lot better than Absolab. But typically, I would try to hold off as long as possible to buying the weapon, just because 24 boss droplets is quite a lot. It takes 2 months to farm that many droplets, and you also need to buy like you need like what 216 of the river droplets, which if you don't buy from the event shop is pretty expensive. It's like 10 bill worth of droplets. Kinda crazy. But yeah, if you are able to be running in a party anyway, by the sounds of it, you've been running for a little bit and you haven't seen a drop, I think just be patient for it and not rush. Though I will recommend you buying it if you can afford to buy like the 5 set. Like if you haven't gotten any drops, but you can buy out a weapon, a shoulder, gloves, cape, shoes, like all at the same time, it's probably worth transitioning immediately, because typically you wouldn't be pushing your Absolab past 17, and 17 Arcanes from 17 Abso is like pretty big. Like it's a significant difference. Yeah, I would be in no rush to buying Arcanes unless it was gating my progress very specifically. Or if you're impatient, that's fair too. Like I on my Battle Mage I was pretty impatient and I just bought pieces whenever I could afford it. So yeah, those are two ways to think about it. Yeah, the moment you buy the weapon you lose 2 armor spares. And oftentimes the armor spares are worth more. You have all other arcanes but the weapon. I think in your position it's not terrible to buy the weapon if you're already 4 set. I think genuinely like 4 set is, there's an argument for you to buy your weapon, just so then you get the immediate gains. But you, again, you do technically lose 2 spares. So it's whether or not you think that you care about those 2 spares. If you are still trying to Star Force your CRAs and your Golix to 21, it's going to be a long time before you get Arcanes to the point where you can Star Force them. So I think if you are like still pushing 21 stars on your gear, you can buy the weapon and not feel too bad about it. Even if you drop another weapon, like it is what it is. I swear this game knows when you buy a weapon, it's going to drop you a box. What percent was your newest boss fam? It was 20%. It was on an epic. So I have 3 total, 2 20s and 1 30. Yeah, 2 20% and 1 30%. Look at Discord. Let's have a look here. Wait. When did you get the pendant? Oh. Congrats. Did you already have that pendant? Was that from the previous event? Yo, congrats on the CFE though. That's kind of clean. CFE kind of clean. I'm trying to pot my CFE as well. So hopefully I can match your lines soon. Mine's currently sitting at 10 10 10. Previous? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty good though. You're full 22 in Golix? Yeah, I think it's probably okay, but at the same time, you are losing 2 spares. Sounds like your character's reasonably strong, so I don't think that the Arcane is like super make or break in any sense, but yeah, it's a pretty big damage gain. It's pretty big. Yeah, Arcanes are kind of finicky. At the end of the day, I think it's just hard to make like proper decisions with Arcanes. I think everyone's situation is pretty different. Generally, I will encourage people not to buy their weapon if they can help it, but if it's the last set, I think it's fair. And I also think that if you're getting 2 set, it's probably fair as well. If you're getting carried though, there's absolutely no rush. Unless you're trying to push very specific content. Like, if your mule is wanting to push, like, H-Lucid. Like, in my case, my Xenon, I really wanted to push H-Lucid. The real weapon is a big game changer. And in my case as well, I'm also trying to push C10E now. Arcane weapon's pretty big. But if you're just running 6-man parties, you're honestly in no rush. And if you're already green dotting, genuinely no rush. If you're in your second month of liberation, honestly, it's not even that bad. You just skip the arcane weapon and just save yourself the hassle. Because you have to star force it, you have to get the weapon, you lose out in your armor pieces. If you're already liberating, yeah, I mean, you're in no rush, you're kind of chilling. Unless you're having issues with your liberation missions, I would probably hold off from it. What are your rates here? I get about 16 to 17k mobs killed, depending on how focused I am. For the most part, it's probably closer to 16,000 mobs an hour. And yeah, it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. 16,000 mobs an hour, which is like 600k. Sorry, 600 mil an hour-ish. May as well wait, to be honest, for advice. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. It sounds like you're plenty strong. You're just getting a bit unlucky on the weapon. But out of all the arcane pieces, the weapon is probably like, even though it's a big gain, it's one of the least important pieces in the grand scheme of things, because like you can definitely get to Black Mage and then liberate without an arcane weapon. Obviously, a lot easier with an arcane weapon, but hey, you don't need it. Your reboot Hyperion Battle Mage series got back to Maple Story. Glad to see you enjoying it. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed the series. Thank you for supporting me. Yeah, I enjoyed my Battle Mage a lot. Battle Mage was, like, honestly, a lot of fun. And playing everything solo was kind of crazy. In hindsight, not exactly the most sane thing that I've done. I still can't believe I went all the way to Black Mage. Originally, I was going to stop at Hard Lotus. Cannot believe I made it to Black Mage. What was the hardest boss you had to do on your Battle Mage? As a min clear, probably Hard Will. I'd say Hard Will was probably the most difficult one out of all of them. I think mechanically speaking, Hard Will was the most difficult one, because that was the one where I really had to understand how to play my class. And at that point, I really didn't know how to play Battle Mage. I was still definitely learning how to burst properly, how to make my proper like movements, decision making on the boss. And Will, as a struggle run solo, is already kind of difficult as it is, especially in P3. If your P3 is like longer than 10 minutes, it's quite rough on any class, let alone like on a class you don't really know what you're doing. So I really had to learn how to play my class. I asked a lot of like battle mages how like to play the class. I asked a bunch of random questions to like really understand how to make the most out of everything, and then I had to actually watch somebody do their burst rotation. Yeah, it doesn't matter how simple the burst rotation is, there's always something that you're probably doing wrong. Yeah, I'd say Hard Will is the most difficult challenge-wise. And I think following that was probably the Dark Nail run. I don't know, I really pushed myself on that Battle Mage in terms of how low damage my clears were. Like, I think my Battle Mage was actually still full Absolab. I don't think it had a single Arcane when I cleared Hard Will. It's just smacking Will with a rubber stick. Just hoping for the best with a the puny 17-star Abso weapon. And then yeah, I think my Hard Will struggle was genuinely more difficult than Black Mage. I think Black Mage was a lot easier. Black Mage, the hardest thing was actually just getting the practice in for the third phase, because you had to get through phase 1 and phase 2, and phase 1 was like the biggest gatekeeper for me. Not being able to get through phase 1 quickly early on really shafted my learning. Like, I spent so much time in phase 1 and phase 2, and I barely got any practice in phase 3. And honestly, like when I actually got the clear for Black Mage, I had to get really lucky on my phase 3. That was one of the luckiest runs I've ever had in Black Mage in general. Like, there were so many circumstances where I think I should have died out, but I just got lucky and I didn't die. Yeah, I think all things considered, I probably shouldn't have cleared it as soon as I did. I think that my Black Mage run probably could have like been delayed by so many different factors. I just kind of got lucky. Especially so, I definitely could not have cleared without the black heart. Like I know I have, it's kind of funny that I have a bunch of black hearts, but I don't think I would have cleared without it. I really needed a black heart or a proper ring at the time. I was using a weapon jump 3, which is probably only a bit better than a 21, 22 star ring. So it wasn't even that big of a difference. Although it did save me a lot of money, so I guess that kind of works. Would the new practice mode help? The new practice mode is fine, but the issue with practice mode is that it doesn't get you to the phase that you need to get through. So I still need to brute force phase 1. I still need to wait my origin if I mess it up. It's all that sort of stuff. You need a continuous 4. My battle mage actually has a continuous 3 now. So that might help. I don't think I'm getting continuous 4 anytime soon unless I happen to get it from this month's Black Mage. Black Heart plus eye patch drop was hype. Yeah, honestly, those two things actually kind of made my run like possible. If I didn't get that Black Heart and I didn't get my eye patch to 19, I honestly don't think I would have cleared. Like I really had to make the most out of everything that I had. Like I used like the event buffs as well. Like I had everything into Arcanes. Yeah, it was kind of crazy how, in hindsight, how close that run was really for my damage. Like, I don't think I could have done it any later. If I did it any later, I would have got hit by the FD bonus reduction, like the FD reduction. And I probably would have, like... Yeah, it would have delayed it by a bunch. And I wouldn't really be able to push this Hyperburn either. Don't run bosses in Battle Mage? I still run it, but it's more like... the chance of getting ring boxes is really low. So I'm not really banking on getting a good ring anytime soon. Four weeks of Pinot with 400 drop and still no KT. Yeah, that's rough. You just kind of have to hope for the best. I haven't seen a KT in a hot minute as well. The current run that I'm using... I think I've seen 2 KTs on my Xenon across the entire... across this season of Hyperburn. I don't know how long we've had this Hyperburn for, but I've only seen 2 KTs. I've had decent drop rate for most of it as well, probably like 300, 350. It is what it is. Just gotta hope for the best. And yeah, we just have to accept the fact that we have to craft some Meister Rings. That's fine. We can craft Meister Rings. Got Weapon Jump 4, Roar 3, Cont 4, Turling 4. Holy, this guy's on a roll. Yeah, for the ring box, you just kind of have to get lucky. That's all there is to it. Just hope for the best. Okay. Okay, guys. Do I buy some more fam juice to train some more, or should I take it easy and then sleep soon-ish? Because it is getting pretty late. It's like 2:30 right now. What do you guys think? I mean, I should probably not stay up too late. Sea Gloom. Nah, I'll save Sea Gloom for when I feel a little bit more up for it. Because I'm kind of lazy to boss. He just got here? That's crazy that, like, you always happen to get here right before I consider leaving. You got your first KT Slime Ring Cont 3 yesterday? Damn. You guys are on a roll for these special rings. I swear I don't see them very much. I can solo Sea Gloom already? I'm pretty sure I can solo all of C10E. I just have to learn how to play my class. I'm pretty sure I can solo everything up to Black Mage. I just need to get good, unironically. And actually learn how to play my class. Give us a good work, taking your advice of BAM Odium. Mobbing it's so good. Oh, congrats. Congrats on your Odium BAM mobbing. That is something. Battle Mage with proper Aura Scythe is a thing of beauty that I wish I experienced before I got to 75. Hello, welcome to the stream. I wish I got to experience that Battle Mage training, honestly. Training in Odium was like pretty okay, but it was kind of active. But with the new Aura Scythe, it's so insane. He's still so weak. Oh. Nah, don't say that. The second master increase Aura Scythe hitbox? It does. And it's pretty noticeable in some maps. The most obvious one was this map in Odium that I trained in. What was it called? Gate 1? It was like a pretty like common lazy map anyway. But when I tested out the new Aura Scythe mastery, holy, that turned what used to be like relatively active training to like free. It was free. Especially with, I mean, for most classes it's already pretty free with Soul Janus anyway, but this was free without Soul Janus, so you can be even lazier with Soul Janus. What do you do to get better at playing the class and min clearing bosses? What I do is I just run it down in the boss. I will not even do a practice run. I will just pop all my buffs, pop my G skills, and then run into the boss. That's genuinely what I did on my Battle Mage every single time. And I would die out 3 or 4 times a week. You guys just didn't see me die out 3 or 4 times a week. Or maybe more. Some of them were a lot more than that. Yeah, I literally just pop everything, run into a boss, and hope I survive. And if I don't survive, then I'll just contemplate what I should have done. And then, yeah. And then learn from mistakes from there. Nothing teaches you how to learn your class more than actually just running it down. And I don't like using practice mode to learn, which is kind of like, you know, counterintuitive. But the thing is, I wanted to actually like train good habits for myself. And I feel like when I play in practice mode, I don't care enough. I'm just like, oh, I can just run it again until I brute force clear the boss. But I don't really learn like that, right? So I had to make the run feel like real, and the only way you can do that is by running the real boss. That's just the way that I play. It's just, I just kind of trial by fire things, and I tend to learn things faster when it's like it actually matters, especially when it gets closer to the end of the run where you have to play a lot better and you can't just fool around. When you know that the real run is almost cleared and you have 15% of the boss left, but it still takes you 5 minutes to get out, you're gonna play your damn best. You're gonna learn really quick how to dodge things, because if you don't dodge things, that's a real clear that you missed out on. Do you record those runs? I do, actually, but I usually delete them after I upload my video. I don't have that much storage on my computer, unfortunately. So a lot of my failed runs are kind of gone. I think that's my biggest regret with my Battle Mage series, is I really wish that I kept everything, but it was just way too much video footage. Like, each video was probably like, in terms of footage, like probably anywhere between 5 to 25 gigabytes per video, right? And there was like, what, 40 something parts at least? So that's a lot of data that I just can't hold on to. Yeah, that's just not possible. Try harder when there's a risk. That's exactly it. Like, there's a real risk, but there's also a real reward. Like, if I play well, then I get rewarded with my clear. I get some good content, and I get the dopamine of clearing it with like a low stat. I think they are getting rid of the cooldown for guild skills, but you have to pay to remove the cooldown, which is alright. Have you seen Yesterday Kobe try Limbo? I haven't. I haven't seen anything about like the new stuff in the most recent update. Get to spend an external hard drive. I mean, it would just be like a library of things. I think it'd be fun. Maybe the next time I do a Hyperburn or something like that, I might record everything again and keep everything. But it's pretty cool for me still to see my Battle Mage do everything. ran out of time with under 1% HP. Damn, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Pretty close. When was the update released? It's pretty recent, right? These guys are running Limbo already. They're pretty strong, hey. What does Limbo drop? It's just more Eternals? Some new Eternals? Rest of the Eternal set, new ring. Ooh. Is the ring part of Pitch Boss? I wasn't paying attention to that update. Is it like a separate set or is it like Pitch Boss? New Pitch Boss. Ooh, exciting. Not doable and reboot anytime soon? Yeah, that makes sense. What's the new set called? Have they announced it? Oh, I guess it wouldn't be in English, hey? It'd be in Korean. Can't wait for me to solo Limbo on my Xenon. I don't know about that, man. Don't think I'm soloing anything anytime soon. I'm just gonna quickly loot everything and run to the MVP. I won't pop another fam juice or anything like that, but I'll do this last half an hour. I'll do a little bit. And then tomorrow I can finish the next half an hour and finish all my Legion wealth, which feels pretty good. I'm kind of surprised that I can finish all my Legion wealth so comfortably. So I'm kind of tempted to make my mech actually a mech farmer. Maybe I can actually make that, put that into finally into action. Sweaty, a little bit. More like, it's so chill for me to train like this. It's like, really isn't any effort. Feels so low effort for me. I mean, I'm literally just jumping back and forth, you know, it's kind of whatever. And it's much easier for me to be motivated to train on these seagulls, knowing that these seagulls are really good luck for me. Did you finish Sea Gloom? I haven't run it yet. No, I haven't tried rerunning it yet. Speaking of wealth recipes, I should probably check on my Threads of Fate on my Battle Mage. I have not checked up on that guy in a while, so I feel like my herb pouches are kinda in danger right now. As in, like, the closeness is probably like 0 again. I'm low-key starting to run out of wealths. Because I use like 3 or 4 of them a week by default anyway from doing my bosses. And then I've been using it a lot to train my Xenon. I'm kind of running out. I think I have like another 200 and something in my storage, but between 2 characters I'm using like 8 a week by default, and then probably over like 10 of them throughout the week. Probably run out reasonably soon. The recipes I think you just get from daily bosses. I don't actually know where they come from exactly. I just have a recipe bag, and then I just hope that there's one in there when I try to craft. It's like right now, I don't know if I have any wealth recipes. Maybe one of these are a wealth recipe. Oh yeah. Just randomly, I have 2 here. Like, I don't know where it came from. I just hope that I have one whenever I open up my main. I think my battle mage probably has like 5 or 6 of them as well. This is from bosses, I think. I think it's like Pink Bean, Arcane, or something like that. I don't know. I have 20 fragments actually. Stop probably pushing some of my things. I think my Mecha Purge is meant to be upgraded next. I'll have to check. I'm not sure though. I have to check. It's probably just on my snipe, but it's alright. Toad boss drops a bunch. Oh, there you go. I feel like other people have told me that the Toad boss drops as well, so maybe give that a try. A-dust, if you need them. I will say though, I definitely recommend you do that with a guide. That mini dungeon is not exactly fun to just go in blind. Not that fun. Actually got like a fair amount of XP today, pretty close to leveling up. Maybe I should actually do Monster Park Extreme to get levels faster. I've been very, very lazy with Monster Park Extreme. Granted wealth recipes and boss crystals. How many times can you clear the boss a day? Is it like 3 times a day or something like that? I remember trying to grind on that in there for the elemental staves. Because I wanted the anvil for my battle mage. But I decided not to. Because I decided I liked my default staff a lot better. And yeah. Stopped trying to do the Toad boss for that. I kind of want to do threads on this character, but I don't want to go through the entirety of Mushroom Tales again, which will take like say 2 hours, and then I have to go through the RNG of getting the right ask. I feel like if I really needed threads, I would just AFK on my battle mage and just call it a day. Play other games while I'm waiting, just like play a Dota game, get herbs, play the Dota game, get herbs, you know, seems alright. It is definitely high effort, but it's good investment if you do play your Hyperburn a lot, right? It's a good investment. But I don't really want to do that quest line again. I've done it like 5 or 6 times at this rate. I think I'm okay never seeing Tengu ever again. Yeah, speaking of actually getting the herb ask, I'm pretty sure my battle mage got it instantly. Which is kind of funny, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure like when I was making the video, I hadn't done the first ask yet. And I was explaining it, being like, yeah, what I'm looking for is like chop wood, and I just clicked Tengu, and the first thing that came up was chop wood, and I was just like, well, yeah, well now how am I supposed to explain it? So I remember when that happened, I was like, okay, so usually now you have to have a second character, so then you can ask the second character to reset the chop wood, or sorry, reset the ask, and then you get to keep your chop wood, right? That was like the whole thing. And then my second character also got chop wood, and I was just like, now my explanation doesn't make any sense. I was like suffering from success there. Like, I know a lot of people take ages to get their chop wood, and I managed to get both of them chop wood on the first video. And it was like, I was kind of mad. I was like, this my video no longer makes sense. And I remember like cutting out so much of the video, being like, nah, none of this makes sense anymore. I'm just gonna say, go get chop wood and call it a day. Now just tell other people, yeah, just look at other guides, because clearly I can't make guides. All the random things to get lucky on is just like the chances of double chop wood is so dumb. Was there a consensus on the BM guide? You mean like Black Mage or Battle Mage or what? One of the previous streams I did go through like my VOD of my Black Mage run. I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. And I talked through like how to do Black Mage sorta. I don't remember which one. I can probably check in a little bit for you if you like. But one of the previous streams I went through all of them. And I went through like the general thought process, or my thought process when I was doing Black Mage on my Battle Mage. And just like some, I guess, key tips for it. I haven't decided if I wanted to make that a video. I'm leaning towards not because it's a bit of like a rant. Not exactly best quality content in my opinion, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, you guys tell me. Yes, the elevator strat. I remember this. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want people like doing something that might be considered an exploit. I can consider making a full guide for some of these sorts of things. I think it's, for me, it's more of a mental thing, whether or not I think people might find it useful. I'm a little bit wary when it comes to trying to make guides, because they never come out how I want them to come out. Like, I feel like my quality of guides are like not very good. I'm okay making videos when it's just me talking about some of the stuff that I've done, but like when it comes to guides, I don't know. Not that confident in it. I'm not very good at like structuring my thoughts. You guys don't see the sheer amount of retakes that I do when I do my videos. That's for sure. You know, honestly, that's kind of the reason why I like to stream, because it really helps me like practice my speaking. Because I can't really redo speaking when I talk on stream. It's a big part of why I stream. It's just trying to be more confident in my own talking. I have seen Wrath's guides. It's very good. And I think that is a big reason why I don't want to make guides. When I feel like the info that I present and how I would present it would be completely different from how others would. And the way that I think other people make guides is just better than mine. I don't know, I think I'd just feel bad for myself, I guess. If like I make a guide, then I'd see like not many people interact with it, and I feel like I didn't do a good job. That's the main thing that gets me. It's more like if I make content like that and people don't enjoy it, I think I'd just be kind of down on myself. In a way as well, that like anniversary set video, the 6 set thing that I did, I didn't know how that was going to be received. I felt like when I released it, I was like, okay, there's probably like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people are going to see this and like be like, ah, okay, this is kind of like whatever. I'm a little bit surprised that like it took off as well as it did. Seagull Farmer? Yup, that's me. Hello, Dawny. Welcome. How good are the seagulls? My seagulls are kind of blessed, no cap. I think I found the strat. I still can't believe that I have 3 boss fams, honestly. What fam lines are you missing? Right now I'm missing... I would like one 30% IED. At least one IED fam. I would also like maybe 1 or 2 more large healings. I think ideally like a double line large healing is best case. But yeah, I need at least 1 more large healing because I've seen 1 so far. I've seen more I've seen more large drop than I've seen large healing, which is kind of crazy to think about. You have everything? No, I don't have large healing. I only have 1. I would like to have 3 total, ideally. But currently on 1. It's not even party. It's just for me. So it feels kind of bad. I would like large healing for party. Well, I found you through 6-set video, and I'm like, yeah, I've been watching him for months now. Hey man, I appreciate that both of you guys support my channel. I appreciate it. Just learned the other day that tearing up fan will reset its lines. Oh no, did you tear up? Oh, okay. You trashing your epics is a lot better than you finding a boss fam and then trying to tear up the boss fam. I would cry for you if you found like a 20% boss fam, like, oh, this is great, I'm gonna put it to unique, and then bam, increases jump. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a lot worse than it was. I'm glad it was just a case of you deleting fams. That's fine. If you delete fams, it's kind of whatever. Like you can always get fam juice, or like you been putting them back into them to fams. It's fine. It makes character sad for 2 seconds. You want a large drop, but you manage to get 2 30% boss fams instead. Yeah, suffering from success there. You never get what you want, but you do still, you know, sometimes you get the wins. I mean, could be worse. You could just not have gotten anything. You can take the win on 2 30s. That's alright. Not the worst loss by any means. Not the worst loss. That was the case for one of the guildies that I know. They actually went to Limina back when we didn't have fams in Cernium. They went back to Limina to try to get their large item drop because they just hit 275. And they hit 3 or 4 boss fams before they hit large drop. Isn't that so insane? Like, they want specifically large drop. And they saw 3 or 4 boss fams before they got their large drop. And I think they eventually did get large drop. But they were there for a long ass time. Like, unnecessarily long time for large drop. Thought the way the system worked when we rolled them, and that's what it was. Yeah, I mean, it's not explicit, right? So I don't really fault you for misunderstanding the system. They don't really teach you how to use fams properly. But hey, I'm glad that you found out that it re-rolls it now, as opposed to seeing a boss fam and then getting that run over, because that'd be pretty awful. That'd feel pretty bad. But yeah, that's okay. It's a bit of a learning process. Some things are better found out earlier than later. Going back and forth whether or not to buy a vac pet and wait till long they're gone. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. So I don't blame you for taking your time. It's a bit rough that you didn't manage to grab them before they were gone. I'm assuming that you wanted to buy one, but yeah. It's alright. I mean, you can definitely play the game without it. You'll just get used to it again after the pink bean's gone for long enough. It will be a very sad first couple of weeks when it's gone though. I will say that much. Yeah, for the drop, it only takes your largest one. Yeah. It'll take only the largest one. Look at Discord. Every time that Swan says look at Discord, there's something crazy that happens. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Congrats. Swan just hit a 22 CFE not too long ago. Maybe like a couple hours ago, and they were just cubing it. Casually hits a double prime 3 line. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Congrats. 13, 13, 10. Kinda nice. Normal drop is 50. I think normal drop is actually 60. Am I being confused? Is it normal drop 60? I feel like it's 60. I thought it was like 30, 60, 100 or something. Vac pet would have been an insta buy if you could move it between characters. 100%. If you could move it between any character you wanted, I would have bought a vac pet on any, like, instantly at the time that I released it. Yeah, you don't really need one, but like, yeah, being able to move the vac pet between my Xenon and my battle mage is the whole reason why I played battle mage and sorry, Xenon. Normal drop has a chance to be either 50 or 60. Really? There's a range? That's crazy. I thought it was just 60. Looking forward to anything in the particular milestone update. Are you talking about the one they just had in Korea? If so, actually don't know. I honestly don't really look that far ahead in MapleStory. And I try not to get too excited about things. You know what it is? It's because everyone was so used. Like right now, KMS is basically, you get spoilers for the next season of MapleStory, right? It's basically spoilers for the next season of MapleStory. I played Jet for 3.5 years or 4 years, however long it was until that class got deleted. Do you know what class doesn't get any updates in KMS? Jet. What's the point of me reading the patch notes in KMS? It never affects me. Like genuinely, like I didn't read anything. There was no point. I was just control F Jet 0 out of 0. Ever since those times, I never really followed KMS. And most of my information comes from you guys. And like I get drip feed from like my guild. I honestly do not look for it. And also, it's funny that I say that like control F Jet in KMS is 0 out of 0. That was also the case in GMS. Like in our server, 95% of the patch notes, I got nothing for my class anyway, so I didn't even read patch notes. I just like clicked everything in the start tab and hope for the best. It's just how it is. So I wish I had a more impactful like decision or like impactful opinion on something, but yeah, I genuinely just do not read anything from KMS. I like the, actually that's a lie. I do read the QOL stuff. The quality of life updates, I knew that the presets were coming. I knew item presets were coming. I got pretty excited about that. But other than that, I don't know anything. Play BT Lin, so you feel me on that? Yeah, exactly. It's just like control F. Wait, why am I looking at these notes? I don't care. Okay, last 10 minutes. And we have enough to do maybe the last epic fam. I think I have one more like rare fam to go through. I'll put that to epic and then I'll do the rest to unique. Mains Explorer, 7x Hyperburning is going to be in that faction. Yeah, exactly. Like on Hyperion, I think by default I'm only going to be playing resistance characters. Because otherwise I play without this vac pet. Yeah, nah, I'm good, thanks. I like my vac pet a little bit too much. I mean, the next character I'm playing is probably going to be my mechanic anyway. But if I do make a new character, I'm honestly kind of thinking Wild Hunter. I wouldn't mind playing a Wild Hunter. Being rares to push an epic fan is okay. Yeah, I just use these because these, like, you won't get anything that good from these rares. Like, the only times that you would really open these rares and look at them is like if you really need ID, but I think the common ones have a pretty good chance of seeing 15% ID anyway. Yeah, the rare cards I just put into my epics, it's whatever. Rares are kind of trash, yeah. If there was a chance for them to give you like boss damage, then you would open them, but I don't think you can get boss damage from rare. Otherwise people would be doing that. You need KMS updates, otherwise you have nothing to look forward to. I mean, that's fair. For me, I just kind of play the game as is. I don't think about it too much. I'll read the update when the patch comes out. Like, I'll read the patch notes when they come out now. If it's like having to do with things like tomorrow or the day or the week after or whatever, I'll read them. But I typically do not read very far into KMS. I think that's a bit of a rabbit hole. And I also really don't like that a lot of people end up like dooming about a bunch of things. I'm just like, guys, the update's not even on GMS. Like, yeah, I mean, it sucks if it comes to KMS and then copies over, but it's not like you can do anything about it. I feel like it would just stress me out if I just keep hearing a bunch of people complain about updates and stuff. I try not to think about it. That's why I like asking you guys, like, what gains you guys made. Keeps me grounded in the present. I like being happy for people when they hit. Like, honestly, some of the best things is just when people join. It's like, hey, I just recently hit like a book. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's what I like to hear. I don't think you can put any links in my chat at the moment. I had some issues with bots a while ago, and I don't know if that's still going to be the case, but just to play safe, there won't be any links in the chat unless they come from me. Recently hit 22 sub pennants. See, that's the things I like to read. I like to be happy for that. Congrats, man. That's good. 22 sub pen is a nice one too. God, the sub pen is definitely one of the worst items to get stuck on. That thing has like negative fodders and costs like 1 billion coins too. I'm really happy for you, like, genuinely. Of all the superior things to hit at 22, the pendant's gotta feel the best. By the end of this, I'll be on 7.5 mil. Pretty good. Last Saturday, I was at 42. And after you went to 60 mil. Holy, that's pretty big. Congrats, man. That's a giant gain. Holy. Almost like double your... No, not double, sorry. 50% increase. I don't know why I said double. 42 to 62 is like not even double. Good 50% increase though. Tengu boss was 1,000 times easier than you remember. It's always the first time that traumatizes you. Once you get used to like running in and just like catching the quick time event, it's a lot easier. Oh, wrong button. 3 AM math right now, true. Yeah, I don't think I'll be streaming for too much longer after this. I'm starting to get sleepy. And I'm gonna wake up thinking that my boss family was a fever dream. I can feel it already. Yeah, the boss damage is a pretty big gain in the combat power. Boss damage is so overrated in combat power, it's kind of crazy. Increases so much. Currently perma farming and burning and watching you farm as well, yeah. Pretty much. I mean, there's no reason to not farm fams if you're like in the level range. I think when you're out of the level range, you could probably consider doing something else, but for me, I'm in the level range. I'm pretty happy to stay in these birds. Farm these birds for a little bit longer. I don't think I'll be staying here for very much longer though. I got what I wanted. Maybe I should move on to a new goal. Find a new fam that looks kind of interesting and make them all my healing fams. So that birds are all damage fams. And then I have a specific one for healing fams. So that I can never get confused. Hello Christian, welcome. Came at a good time. Because I'm about to end. Sort of. Not yet, but probably end soon because it's getting quite late. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of lazy maps. I just need to do a bit of research. But I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm a bit lazy right now. Find some nice easy maps to set up summons on and then farm something new for my healing fams. That'd be cool. Wait, you missed this time? I accidentally got my third boss fam. I was just tearing up random epics and it revealed as a boss fam. So now I have 3. So now I'm considering picking a new spot to farm fams in for my healing fams. It was a 20. 20. So I have 30, 20, 20. Low roll to 20, but honestly, 20 is more than 0. So no complaining. No complaining. 14k fam cards in, not seen a healing drop or boss. That's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear. Hopefully you hit it soon. 14,000, that's a lot. Fams are just like a rough system, honestly. Like it's literally all or nothing, right? You either hit it or you don't. It's like there's no pity system. There's no like you can't save a line. You can't conveniently reroll. It's rough. So yeah, genuinely though, I hope you hit soon. Start to stream, true. It could be the streamer thing. It's streamer buff. Always hit something every stream that you miss. That's okay. I am streaming at a weird time. For what it's worth, I opened like a bunch of fams off camera. I didn't hit anything, so feels like somebody's watching my stream and just giving me good luck. It's one of you guys. I don't know which one of you guys it is, but it's one of you guys. One of you guys are boosting my luck rate by about 50%. One day I'll find out who it is. So I actually got 120 boss fams off camera. That's crazy. Mushroom Shrine done. Hey, congrats. Now you can start working towards your threads. Are we normal drop fams or luck coupons? I think you guys are probably closer to large drop fams to me. Yeah, you guys are large drop fams. I appreciate large drop fams a lot more than Legion coupons, let's put it that way. Yesterday I rolled 36 decks on my AB Arcane Cape. Holy, double prime, congrats. That's huge. On an Arcane as well. So that's what we like to hear. Okay. Let's pick up everything. Okay, let's finish up the stream then. Let's tier this up, hopefully to epic. You're gonna get self-large healing on epic, right? You can't get them from you can't get them as party, right? see. That's a useless one. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's do this. 25. Wow. First try tear up to unique. Today's luck is going crazy. What the heck? Alright, small MP. Not what we're looking for, but that's okay. Ah, large MP. That's not the one we're looking for either. This is like the 5th time I feel like I've seen large MP. I'm getting trolled every time because I get excited and I see like large and it's like, oh, MP. Wrong one. Right, we don't need that one. I think this is also MP. I'm just getting trolled by these MP ones. I also see a lot of the small, like, restore small, so hopefully I'll get a large one soon. Alright, let's just put this here. We don't need those anymore. And yeah. It's all good. I think I can put this one here as well. Should probably start training some epics up again. Actually, I'm not gonna fuss too much about the epics. I think I'll finish these these last like 3 uniques, and then I'll move on to a new map. And that should be fine. But yeah, lots of things to kind of look forward to. It's time to move on from these seagulls and move on to something else. Probably move into Cernium somewhere, like, I mean Burnium. I'm actually kind of fond of these like floral infantries. So I'll see if any of these maps are like actually any good. Did you just see another third 20 boss? Yeah, I hit a 3rd boss fam today. I have 3. Kind of crazy. This one I literally hit like about half an hour ago. What do you do with the epics and uniques that you don't need? I usually dump them into other fams, but I don't know if it's more efficient just to extract them for fam juice. I haven't had an issue with fam juice recently, but I usually just combine them into each other. I don't think about it too much. One is probably more efficient than the other. Let's put it that way. But I've just been feeding my fam cards together. Seagull Blasphemy. Now my seagulls, I've decided like if I have all my seagulls as my boss fams, and then I go to like one of these maps and make these guys my healing fams. Like I want large healing. I don't have large healing. So like if these guys are my healing fams, then it's more obvious for me to visually just at a glance see it. Either that or I can just go to Arcus and just farm EXP, because healing fams are not that big of a deal, I'd say. Like, I don't care that much about it. But then again, I do get a lot of fam cards. Fam cards are just kind of good. Yeah, I'll have a think about it. We'll see how we go. Because I was originally only planning to stay in these maps until I hit my boss fams, but yeah, if I manage to hit them, this early, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Just making sure I've done all my dailies that I care about. Nice. Just don't get hit, then you don't need healing fams. Yeah, I don't trust myself for that, especially for V healer. I mean, technically I have one large healing fam and one like double healing somewhere. It's just sorta double healing. I do have... Where is it? Yeah, I have one large healing. I also have like a normal healing somewhere. Yeah, this one. So I do have like something, it's just not that great. Watch you roll boss fams in Burnium. Yeah, let's not like manifest the wrong things here, yeah? I want healing fams. I don't want boss fams anymore. Or rather, like, I don't really care for them. And, yeah. Got a bunch of money, which is nice. Still up? Yeah, I'm ending my stream soon. I can definitely feel myself falling asleep here. I'm just making sure I've claimed everything. Weekly check-in. These bright cubes. Don't really care for like saving for DMT that much though. Let me just have a look. I mean, it's just this ring, right? Because I have the monocle as well. I mean, let's just work with the monocle. Why not? It's just free. Let's have some fun. Just a bit of fun. The monocle actually is a pretty good one to tier up anyway. You're broke? You're lost? You don't know what to do now that you're back at 0? Alright, let's see if we can get a cheeky tier up here, shall we? Ooh. That's pretty good. How much is this worth? Let me just do the quick math here. 11 and 10, that's worth like 3. So 13%. I mean, like, I want 2 lines. I want 17% anyway. Can I add 22 to Zerk? Zerk is at 0, man. Is that a Con 4? Hey, no spoilers. Ooh, tier up. No spoilers in this household. I have 7 bill. That's crazy. That's some unhinged behavior, guys. Come on. Alright, this is something I don't mind spending on because I actually do need this item. And that's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually funny because I actually really don't want percent luck. I 100% prefer stat. Not stat, sorry. Strength and dex. This is better. I do kind of like that. I can just use this, right? Is this grief? To use this as my damage gear? Is that grief? It's not, it's like, it's pretty good. What do you think, guys? I'm not having trouble training. So maybe it's a little grief. It literally does not replace my line, but it is a little bit better for training. But if I don't have issues training anyway, yeah, nah, it's a little troll. A little troll. Yo, go, get away. Stop tempting me. %. Nah, that's actually oh. It would have been good to compare it against my damage gear. It's on the wrong. Dude, it just keeps coming back. What's going on? Am I getting trolled? Like legit, I'm getting trolled. I'm actually getting that is so trolled that I saw like that all stat line plus like strength or something like that like 3 times now. I don't want to spend too much. I'm just buying a little bit at a time. Roll a hybrid so you can roll UCP carry again. No way. If I roll a hybrid, I just keep it. Like genuinely, I'll just keep it, and I'll worry about rolling it away properly later. Oh, there we go. 2 lines of all stat. Nice. Now that is a win. All right, I have a few more black cubes. Maybe I can roll this. Any believers? I'm a believer. Wow, look at that. It's so free, guys. Who needs DMT? Who needs DMT when you just use free event cubes? Alright. I'll just roll for hopefully 2 lines of all stat. I'll probably settle on like 9 all stat and then 2 lines of stat or something like that. Nine. Yeah, we can do it. Guys, this has got to stop. This stupid iron drop line is kind of trolling me. It keeps coming back with all stat. it's trying to be part of the drop gear, but I'm not letting it. Yo, this item drop, it keeps coming back. Yo, 3-line int, kind of clean. 1299. Guys, stop manifesting these hybrids in drop lines. I don't want it. I want 2 lines of all stat. Yes. Your game's gotta chill. Stop. What are these lines I'm witnessing? Stop. Please. Stop giving me these int lines. It's so troll. Nah, I don't want 12% all stat. I will only take 12% all stat if it comes with like dex or something. I'm greedy. I farmed all this so then I can spend it on my cubes. 21% all stat. What's the math here? 21, 7, 13%. Nah, but it's luck, so it's actually worth a little bit less for me. I have to reroll this. Oh, there we go. That's a dub. Holy. 9, 6, and 9% dex. Doesn't get much better than that. I mean, I have a few cubes left. Actually, this one, low priority. This one, better priority? No, I'm not sure actually. I think it's probably this. Because the other one's 6. I'll just use the rest of these cubes. If it tears up, it tears up. If not, I'll just end the stream. It's all good. Okay, well good. What's my combat power now? That's a good question. I think the last time I checked, I was like 44 mil. Hang on. Now I'm at 45. So I gained like 1 mil. It's alright. It's decent. This would be a lot higher if I didn't grief myself right here. If this was a pirate shoulder, this would be a lot higher. With my boss fams, I can't even summon them. I'm at literally 0. I think with my boss fams, it's probably like 51, 52. Yeah, we don't talk about this shoulder. Abso pirate, Abso thief. Ah, yes. I'm what they call in the industry a genius player. I know things that you guys don't. Yep, I know things that you guys don't. I just did not read. Yeah, it's alright. I have a spare one. I got this from Damien earlier this week. Yeah. The streamer luck evens it out. The streamer luck definitely evens it out because I'm trying not to like be too obvious about it, but like, yeah, this is pretty crazy, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? And do you know what the craziest part about everything here is, guys? The craziest thing about everything here, it's not even this. It's the fact that I don't even have 4 set superior. I'm this combat power without even 4 set superior, so it's actually a lot higher. I'm missing 30 IED and 30 boss damage. Isn't that disgusting? I'm pretty sure with a 17-star superior ring, I should be about 50 mil. Maybe a little bit less. And then I have the boss fams on, so they're probably closest. Pushes me to close to like 60. I hit the Cont 4. I'll give you guys a little bit of spoilers because I'll make the video tomorrow. Alright. Give you guys spoilers. Where is it? Yeah. You guys see that? I mean, I kind of alluded to it. I don't think this is too much of a surprise to a lot of people, right? Like, this is not much of a surprise. I think I mentioned it earlier that I was gonna run like Black Mage in a carry party, right? But the craziest part was I duoed Black Mage. The run was 20 minutes long. Less than 20 minutes long. Less than 20 minutes. The guy was pretty strong. The guy let me blue dot. Not only did the guy let me blue dot, I managed to green dot without him slowing down. How busted is this class? I green dotted in a 20-minute run. On a 265 Xenon. I don't even have enough Arcane Force to do Black Mage. I'm literally like under Arcane Force. I had to put Arcane Force in. How busted is this class? What a nice guy though. How nice of him. He let me have 1.5 bill. Like, this crystal is worth a lot, right? I haven't sold it yet because I'm keeping it for the video, but yeah, look at that. Look, the guy just gave me 1 bill. How nice of him. Like, I asked him, like, hey, can I blue dot in this run? He's like, yeah, you go for it. If you can blue dot, I'm not slowing down, but if you can blue dot, you can take it. It was just me and him. Oh, what a guy. That's crazy. It was on his liberation month too, so hopefully he hits his liberation weapon. Such a nice guy. So yeah, a little bit of a spoiler. You guys will see the video out in like a couple of days anyway. Yeah, it's so crazy. Not only was it green dot, it was a 20-minute run. That's fast. Like, how do... Dude. Crazy class. Crazy class. It's so funny because we did a practice run and I realized that I didn't have enough Arcane Force. So in the middle of the run, I put 2 into my Arcane Power because I had like the points for it. So it's kind of funny. Ooh, I have points for this. Now I have no points for anything else, so that's okay. Crazy class, honestly. And now that I have a continuous ring too, it's pretty nice. But yeah, I'll leave that for another time though. That being said though, I should probably go to sleep because it's quite late. It's quite late. Thank you guys for joining me on the stream today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have, please consider giving it a like. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll be probably uploading a video talking about the gains and stuff. So don't worry too much if you missed stuff. Today was kind of a random stream anyway. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care all.